BMI here today with an exclusive first look at the first place team's decklist from BSF Vancouver. So this is the very first major tournament since BPO4 was released, so this is going to shape the meta moving forward. Thank you very much to CK Underwear and his team for sharing their decklists, and also some of their thoughts around why they picked the cards they did. So let's get right into it. First of all, we've got Ramp Dragon, so it's a very new build of Dragon that is only possible because of the cards of BPO4. So we've got huge amounts of healing from cards such as Dragon's Nest, which heals 2, Sybil, which heals and ramps. Of course, you're running Olivia still, you're running Shenlong, but the huge new boss monster is Israfil. So this card is insane. When you play it, you heal your leader for 4, and when you evolve it, for 1 mana, it is a 10-10, and it does 5 AoE damage to the opponent's entire board. This is really hard for a lot of decks to deal with because they want to race you for lethal, but you're healing for 4, and plus if they don't clear this, it's 10 damage, and you run storms such as Genesis Dragon and Forte. So it's very reminiscent of the playstyle that you would have experienced in BPO1, except now you've got even bigger boss monsters than before. So definitely give this a try if you're a Dragon enthusiast and you're pretty sick of playing discard Dragon. Moving along, we have Midrange Elephant. So this is a very standard deck list, I would say. The only card that they wanted me to call out in particular was Rose Gardener. So apparently it's performed extremely well on the day. There's a lot of cards in the current meta, like that are 2/3s or only have 4 defense, and so you can use Rose to clear it, and it gives you a Thornburst token, which keeps your hand size up while simultaneously either clearing threats or doing 3 damage to the enemy face. So apparently it's performed extremely well on the day, and also it does run 1 copy of Silver, so you can use that to help set up your lethals in conjunction with your King Elephant. So of course, everyone knew this deck was going to be one of the best in the format, and again, it has been proven in this tournament. I think it will be proven in future tournaments as well. Definitely pick up this deck if you want to win. Moving along, the final deck of the night, so Control Abyss. This is the most innovative deck in their lineup. They've run so many tech cards that people haven't even considered in the past, so let's get right into it, right? So first of all, the win condition of this deck list is you want to play Azazel after Necro Charge 10. When you evolve it, it drops the enemy leader down to 10 HP. And then after that, your Eachtar is able to close out the game. If they don't clear Azazel, they die instantly. But you can also go for Necro Charge 20, and it makes a huge board and storm options. In order to do this, they run a huge amount of mill, so they run 3 copies of Grave Desecration to mill 2, 3 copies of Sparkwave to mill 2, they run Bone Chimera to mill 3, and they also run 2 copies of Rice Shower to mill 2. Now, the key thing about Rice Shower is that it can actually bring back Marazensky, which is one of the key ways they can control the board and clear the opponent's aggression. This is arguably the key card that makes this entire deck function, so extremely powerful. And you'll notice that the one card that glues everything together actually is going to be Mischief Zombie. So this is very easily overlooked as a card, but basically what it does is when it discards a card, you summon a ghost token, and if you discarded the departed card, you draw a card. Now the reason this is important is because half of your deck is actually departed cards, so it helps get you to Necro Charge 20 faster, cycles through your deck, can be brought back by Eachtar, and also when you evolve it, it gives that ghost token Bane. So that's important in the context of the current meta, where a lot of 4/4s are on the board. Ancient Elf, for instance, is a 5/5. You can use a ghost token to clear that, and so you won't fall too far behind in tempo, and can clearly answer threats that are otherwise impossible to clear. Surefire Bullet is especially good right now because it's less popular, which means that this can clear out most of the 4/4 followers that you would encounter. It is also running 3 copies of Venom Fang Medusa, so 2 copies of this. So this card is quite strong on curve, in particular against board-based decks like Hero Sword. You play this on turn 3 and you bring a Serpent. It's kind of got a target on its back, they have to clear it. But also, the 0/1 Serpent can clear anything on their board, which will basically stifle their ability to aggress upon you easily. So this is another one of those innovations that they use with this deck. So overall, I think they mentioned that this deck, when it gets going, it really gets going, and it's not even close, but it does have some levels of consistency issues. I have tested this deck myself. I think, card draw can be an issue, but yeah, when it pops off, it is very, very strong. So I definitely think you should give this a try, especially if you want to use the code GS collaboration cards. Of course, Eachtar comes as Lelouch, and so does Grave Desecration. So definitely highly recommend that. So that's it for the first place team's decklist. We'll definitely be uploading the rest of the decklist once they're available from Bushiroad. Special thanks goes out to our Patreon supporter. So we've just launched a Patreon. So we have one supporter, Girolf. Thank you very much. If you guys are interested, on the VIP section of the site, we have a quick infographic that shows all the benefits you can get. So if you like our content, definitely have a look at our Patreon. We've got a number of different things, so you can get cosmetics on the website, you get shout outs, you can access podcast viewer questions for the last word. You can get coaching as well, so definitely check it out. It helps us continue to develop the site, and we try to make it worth your while too. If you like the video, make sure to like and subscribe, and we will see you guys next time.